Hello, I'm David, the spirit in the raw. I bring you channeled messages downloaded as automatic writing from the source. These messages are designed to trigger you in the awakening process and hasten your journey into your next reality. Hello, and welcome to podcast number 39. I've entitled this podcast Headlines for 2022 because it's really, I've just been looking back over the last year or so at what's been going on in our world and how I've seen, I guess, how I've interpreted it, for want of a better description, in between my waking downloads, if I can put it that way. This is without automatic writing, but it's been coming to me as like, little Johnny's whispering in my ear and telling me this stuff, and I just need to pop it out. So this is coming, if I can put it, direct from source, with a little bit of my interpretation colouring it, I guess. And we know that happens, but I'll try and filter out any colouring that I perceive. And I really wanted to start by talking about the situation right now, the situation in our world, in our reality as we're experiencing it right now. Let's look at the weather. The weather's not normal. I don't care where you live in the world, your weather is not normal. It's not like it used to be. It's extreme in some way. It's either extremely hot or it's extremely cold. It's extremely windy or it's an extremely calm. You've got typhoons and cyclones, or you haven't. You've got earthquakes, tsunamis, or earthquakes with no tsunamis. You've got sinkholes, bogs, floods, all of this stuff happening around you, but it's all at a level of unusual. How much of that is man-made? How much of that is influenced by extraterrestrial activity? How much of it is just Mother Earth flexing her cleansing machine? I think we have to discern that as we travel through it. We have to get and feel the energy of it as we travel through it so that we can discern which one is which. Because it's all happening at the same time. The deep state or the Illuminati or the cabal or whatever you want to call that conspiracy that of energies. It's a conspiracy of energies. These are forces which have been in control and manipulating this reality for thousands of years. And in current times, it's propaganda from mainstream media, the TV, which you need to switch off. The posturing for war, the little conflicts here and there, all designed to generate fear within you, all designed to have you unbalanced, looking over your shoulder every 5 minutes and wondering what's going to happen next. Am I going to be able to survive? Can I pay my mortgage? Can I keep a job? Will I stay well? Fear of your being infected by some mythical virus or other illness. And yes, those things are happening around us, but not everybody. If you walk around in fear, you attract it to you. You draw it to you. If you walk around in peace and love, you're not attracting it. When we look at the politics, the left wing and the right wing, the red and the blue, the yellow and the green, the black and the white, they're all the same bird. They're just two different wings, left wing and right wing, but it's the same bird. And once you start to realise it's the same bird, you realise it doesn't matter who you vote for. You're going to be manipulated. What you've got to do is wake up, become conscious, start to feel the vibration and the intention behind the words. I know there are people who go into politics with good intent in their heart. And as they gain power, they get compromised. I've been seeing it all my life. Some of you joke about it, and then you, like good little sheep, go out and still vote for left or right wing, whichever wing your father or your mother voted for, or whatever your university professor told you, instead of waking up, looking at your own brain and becoming sensitized to what's going around you and using discernment. You have to get in touch with your inner knowledge, your inner knowing. You already have a compass inside you. You were born with this compass. And this compass says yes, no, good, bad, stay away, jump in. The compass is and the more use it, the more sensitive it becomes. So I want you to switch on that compass. Get in touch with your inner knowing, your inner knowledge. Communicate with your higher self. Give your higher self permission to communicate with you. Open up and ask, and if you ask, you'll receive. If you deny it, all you'll do is lower your vibration and attract the negativity to you. Entities will attach themselves to you if you're negative. If you're delving into fear, guilt, pain, and all of these negative emotions, they'll come racing out of the cosmos to attach themselves to you and feed off your misery, because that's what they feed off, your misery. But if you go out in love and forgiveness, if you use love as a general, you choose every day, every morning to go out and say, I'm going to have a loving day. I'm going to love the rain. I'm going to love the sunshine. I'm going to love the snow. I'm going to love the weather. I'm going to love the weather no matter what sort of weather it is, because I can always see good in it. I'm going to love Mother Earth and see her riches and her abundance and her warmth and all of the beautiful things she can do. Go out and grow a vegetable garden and see how abundant Mother Earth can be for you. Taste the fruits of your labour. Grow a tomato plant and then eat the tomato and taste the beautiful flavour that you'll never get from a store-bought tomato. Just commune with Mother Earth. You are part of her being, so commune with it. Be part of it. Feel the energy of it, and that energy will lift your vibration, because her vibration is being lifted by cosmic forces. We're in that part of the galaxy, in that part of the universe, where we can't help but be exposed to these higher vibrations. And no matter how much those dark forces try and suppress that with their various energies, their 240 megahertz and their 508 megahertz and their and all of this frequency that they're bombarding with you to suppress you, get out of it, get away from it for a while. Go out into the country and camp on the land, light a fire and sit around it. Touch Mother Earth, ground yourself, get connected. Meditate. Take a moment, 10 minutes every day. Just a moment. Stop. Go and sit in the sunshine with your shoes off and your feet on the ground. Enjoy a cup of tea or coffee and just listen to the world around you. Not the mechanical world, but the natural world. Let that energy draw into your being. It's your nature to feel it, to love it, and to know it. What you put in your mouth will impact your vibration. So if you put high vibration food into your body, your vibration will lift up. If you put dense food in your body, your vibration will go down. Decide. Every day is a decision. Every day you make a decision to do each of these things. And that changes your energy. It explodes out of you. People walk by and they say, "What are you doing?" And all you're doing is glowing your vibration. And when you glow that vibration, it's contagious. It's infectious. People you may not have to speak to them. You may just need to be near them for it to happen. Declare your intent. Have loving intent in every interaction. And if you don't get love back, give forgiveness or walk away. Don't give in to anger, guilt. Don't be triggered by that stuff. Let it go. Don't point that energy at somebody else, and don't accept it from others. Walk away from it. Or just let it brush through you and past you. The word I would put is love and be loving. What I've discovered in every person I've ever interacted with is that deep inside there's a desire to be loved. And if you show them love, they usually respond, even though they may have difficulty responding. If you just radiate that love to them. If you see them and they're worried about how they're being perceived, believe that they're all right, because every person is unique. Everybody has something beautiful to offer. Everybody has something wonderful to deliver to you. And if you look for that, you'll find that in them. Everyone has a unique talent and something to offer, even if it's just a lesson. I guess the big thing is that the dark forces want to control you with fear. So you've got to stop being afraid. You've got to find your strength and your courage and move forward with strength and courage. And you can find it in all sorts of places. Build a community of like-minded people who offer you reciprocal strength, reciprocal courage, and reciprocal love. And I'm not talking about sexual love. I'm just talking about love of humanity, love of humankind. Look for the beauty in people and God's animals as well. I mean, dogs and cats and birds and all of those beautiful beings that are out there. When you show them respect and love, they show it to you too. There's something called the butterfly effect. Every day when you make a decision to live a higher vibration day, a day of loving intent, a higher vibration and a higher consciousness day, that impacts the whole universal mind. Not just on this planet, but in this whole existence. And each and every one of you have a powerful ability to be a creator in that regard. And when you have like-minded and like awareness and like conscious beings together, you become co-creators in a new reality. So each day you make the decision. If you want to program yourself to have a habit of doing all of this, use repetition. Make a decision every day, just like you do if you have an exercise program, if you have an eating regime, if you have a prayer regime. Make part of your daily activity the decision that you're going to have loving intent, that you're going to have forgiving intent, and that you're going to lift your consciousness and the consciousness of the people around you as you head towards this new beginning, this new world, a world of well-being. There is a multiplier effect. Your thoughts, your actions, your words all have multiplier effects. Choose them all very carefully. And be part of the active soldiers, if you like, out there changing this reality for something better. The most important issue here is, as sovereign souls, we all have free will choice. And that's what makes us different. And you can choose a negative path, your free will choice, or you can choose a positive path, your free will choice, but you do have to choose. Your personal actions every day, once you've made your choice, your free will choice, you free your will to how you think, how you talk, how you act, what you write, what you endorse, what you read, what you consume. You take a free will choice every time you do that. If it's negative, switch it off. If it's going to instill fear or guilt or despair, turn away from it. Reject it. Remove it. Free will choice. Or you can choose to keep it. But Your free will choice has consequences. Every choice has a consequence, because the bottom line here is you are responsible for the reality you experience, and you experience it because of your free will choices. What we're dealing with here is energy, frequency. It's all energy, and you are a magnificent being who can manipulate that energy into whatever you want to manipulate it into. And as we lift our consciousness, and as we lift our awareness, and as we lift our vibration towards this fifth dimension, and higher for some of you, that ability to manifest becomes very quick, instantaneous, no lag time. It's going to be an exciting time. We're heading towards it right now, and the closer we get, the more desperate those dark forces become. So, for all of you who are labouring under the fear-mongering that's going on with social media, newspapers, posturing of armies and politics, health scares and rules and regulations and mandates, understand you're a sovereign soul. You have free will choice. You can comply and you can consent, or you don't have to comply and you don't have to consent. Yes, there may be consequences to all of that, but remember, your soul and spirit lives forever. And our incarnation on this planet is just a short interlude within an incredible existence. So that's my free will, free-flowing headlines for 2022 to sort of set the tone for what you're going to hear from me over the rest of the year. And again, if you'd like to hear these messages and you want to hear and you want to grow the community and you want to build awareness and lift that consciousness and have people join together, I ask you to share these messages, to subscribe to these messages, and to like. Thank you, and till I see you again. Bye now.